missed it. Good morning. Well, good afternoon, right? I'm just late. I just finished getting ready. Find out! Y'all, I'm so behind, and I need somebody to like, Amber! I've been slacking, y'all. I've been slacking. So I'm a little behind on a lot of things, you know? I think I talked to you yesterday though, right? Find out. I really want to know because I was kind of listening to Ryan's live yesterday, and I want to know what happened. And I figured somebody here has to know, so I'll just catch up here. What up, Tone? How you doing? I know I spoke to you, right? I was talking to you yesterday. It's been crazy. Crazy few days, guys. Crazy few days. But I heard, y'all, Ryan was live yesterday. Hi. I know. I suck. I'm sorry. I suck these days at keeping any kind of schedule. And I probably won't be live very long. I'd like to get an hour in, but my brother will probably walk through the door and I'll have to go. I caught Ryan. Everybody knows who Ryan is, right? I caught her live yesterday, and she was raging. Oh my God. Finds out Ryan, so Fancy is Gypsy Rose's old publicist, and she like clings on to this girl Ryan, right? And Ryan was live yesterday abusing Fancy. Like hi Princess Sarah, how are you? She was like, you better sue that couch. Jamato, you cooked something. I saw that. That looks really good. And I was dying laughing, but I was like only half paying attention. You know, like when you're listening, but really not listening. And I know Tay got it recorded, and I tried to send her a Dropbox link, but when she tried to upload it, it said, because I don't know, I guess my Dropbox folders have, because I looked at the storage, I had plenty of storage. But, oh my God, it looked amazing. What was it, Wellington? It looked really good. What up, Chuck? If everybody doesn't follow Chuck, you're missing out on some great laughs, and I'll just leave it at that. Is it any good? People that I used to know from New York started a podcast, so I've been kind of listening to it like in and out, but not really, you know what I mean? But I think that podcasts are like my new, he's hilarious, y'all. The things he posts are hilarious. And like, I know that like, oh, so you already know, Chuck is hilarious with like the wrap ups. Was it yesterday's with the scammer that you posted? Oh, I bet. It looks really good. It looks really good. I got to do something about my appetite because it is non-existent. It is non-existent. But his wrap-ups are hilarious. And like, I really do my best to keep politics out of my online presence, right? However, he posts like some conservative Ant stuff, and I admit I've gone to Ant's page to look because I think he's entertaining, right? Like, I may not agree with like certain views, but like, I'm here for the entertainment, y'all. I'm here for the entertainment. Keep your drama, give me the entertainment. You know what I mean? But that's good. And then I saw your puppies. Your puppies were good. I'm my FYP right now. And Paisley, listen, baby, I love you. I love you. But I don't want to see Hippie Holly. I just don't want to see Hippie Holly, y'all. I'm good. And I know, like, that's what I'm saying. Lord, bro. Lord. And, like, I love my people, right? Like, I love my people, but, like, I don't care about the scammers, beggars. Because it gets to a point where, like, it annoys me and I got to open my mouth. right? And we're really trying not to do that these days. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to stay in my own lane these days. Hi, Callie girl. How are you? But like, that's how I wind up getting in trouble, right? Is because I see something and I'm like, right? So if I don't interact with your content, it isn't that I don't like your content. It's that I don't want to see it. And it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. I just know myself, right? And I wind up getting sucked back in and I want to stay where I'm at. I want to stay where I'm at. I'm good. Oh, I can't, y'all. I know that this app is full of like, it's like everybody with like, thanks, Chuck. I'll see you soon. It's like everybody with like an undiagnosed mental health disorder and a cell phone. You follow me? And I'm really trying to just stay in my lane. Bro, how you gonna tell me? How's the baby feeling? And how's the cinnamon rolls going? Maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll make some cinnamon rolls. But I feel you. My days are like never ending. I need a break, y'all. I didn't get out of bed at all yesterday. Not at all. Have you seen, do you follow Ashley? Have you seen her, I'm telling you, find down. I'm telling you. Oh, good. I'm glad. Wait, why? But Ash, you're perfect. You're exactly what the agency wants because that's the kind of content that they want. I'm just like the outlier. You know what I mean? They're like, this one's going to be trouble. You follow me? When I did the interview, with the agent, right? Keep in mind, it was not Spanish Dad, right? When I did the interview, he was like, I commented on the questionnaire thing and I was like, I just get banned a lot and I'm tired of it, right? So he texted me and he was like, so tell me about the bans. And I was like, you know what I mean? There goes the neighborhood, y'all. There goes the neighborhood. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw your text. I've been slacking, y'all. I didn't get out of bed at all yesterday. And like my sister got up, like, so I get up, I feed all the animals, right? If I'm tired, I'll go, no, you're good. I go lay back down for a bit. But yesterday I got up, I fed the animals, and then I didn't go back to sleep. I just like laid around, So my sister got up and I hear her feeding the animals and I'm like, what are you doing? I already fed them. And she was like, oh, their food was gone. I was like, then they ate it. Like, I got up and did it. You know what I mean? But then I just laid back down. I'm not going to do it. Lawrence, what time did I talk to you yesterday? Did I talk to you after I found out about an email? Did I talk to you before or after that? Oh, it was before. I'll call you when I end. Because, Lord. And like, I can't imagine being so desperate that you have to manufacture proof. You know that hurts you, right? That doesn't hurt me. That just makes you not credible. I can't imagine being that desperate. It could never be me. That's all I got to say about that. But, listen, rabbit hole, I don't mind, like the fancy and the Ryan thing are certainly a rabbit hole, right? Certainly a rabbit hole. Then I don't mind really. And I was talking to somebody last night that I thought followed this, and like we were in the middle of a conversation and I was like, if you follow Fancy and Ryan, you need to get in Ryan's live right now, right? And she went in and I was like, I just love watching other people's drama, right? Like, keep your drama over there. I don't want to be involved. Like, just that's entertainment. But Ryan was going in. Yeah, it's wild. It is wild. But I'm going to call you when I get off and we could talk about it. Because it is crazy to me that, like, here's the thing, right? If you got to make shit up, right? If you have to create proof, do you think that says anything about me? I don't think it does. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of my mind, which is definitely a possibility, right? Like we don't want to say that we're anywhere near normal. However, that doesn't reflect on me. It just doesn't, you know? Anyhow, what do I know? But it's interesting. It's really interesting. But it's embarrassing to me. I did have to call because I'm not techie, right, y'all? So like I don't know how that could be done. So I had to talk to a couple of people, right? And that's another thing too, right? 6 months later you got proof. Come on. And like here's the thing, right? Like I'm pretty good at knowing what I need, right? Like hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Hold on, it's my aunt. I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? My phone's been doing something weird. It did that to me like 3 times yesterday. It like I typed a word and then it added like the same word onto the word. It was really weird and I don't know how that happened, but it happened, right? So it's crazy to me. It's crazy. But I'm not really techie like that, right? So I had to go to other people and talk to them about it. So I need to know because I have to know how it was done and I can't do that without the fucking screenshot, right? I need the screenshot because then I could send that to somebody and they can tell me how it was done. I know because I was like, who would know how to do this? Who would know how to do this? Because I don't. Like, I've never had to manufacture anything in my life. Nothing, right? Never in my life. Outside of like, you did it, huh? You know what? Maybe it was you. I'm gonna blame you for everything nowadays. Because like, can we blame you and not me? Because I get blamed for everything. Everything. If there's like you know what I mean? I'm blamed for it. It is the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. And like even things that I don't even know how to do. Like because I think that if I think the people that have been with me for a while, like I didn't even know how to work StreamYard, y'all. Like I'm like a tech idiot. I don't know how to like never mind. You got some trolls, huh, Maya? I saw that shit. Like they and that's the this is what I don't understand, right? People comment on a video, right? Do you not look at like previous I mean, I don't know. I do, right? But I might be different. I'll say that, right? I can't. I like they're commenting on Maya's video, talking about how he's disrespectful to women, and I'm like, so I left like a real smart ass comment, but they like anybody that views his content would see that he's not like that. You know what I mean? People just like to leave shitty comments. That's what I commented. Find out that's what I commented. I cannot. That's what I commented. And then like I texted him and I was like, because somebody liked the comment. And when I went back, I was like, maybe I shouldn't so I texted him and I'm like, should I delete that? Was that like a little too much? Because I don't want to bring more trouble. You know what I mean? So like, I was like, should I go delete that? And he was like, no, you're good. And because when I read it, I was like, if people don't understand that I'm really super sarcastic and like we're friends, like they would think that it was like a bad thing. You know what I mean? And I really wasn't. I was gearing it more towards like the person leaving the comment than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or no? But when I read it back, I was like, that might be crossing a line. And let me tell you something. TikTok's new AI is not playing. It is not playing. I left a comment on Spanish Dad's video, I think yesterday. Yesterday, he posted a video Hold on, I'll get it. He posted a video, and I'll tell you what I commented, and then you guys will get it, right? Because you guys know that, like, I know these people, and I'm not being a jerk. We're friends, you know what I'm saying? So 9 times out of 10, it's like a real super sarcastic comment. This is the video, right? And it says, how do you stay so positive and not take shit from anyone all the time? Right? So I commented and I'm like, oh, this must be why you listen to me, bitch, all the time. And it got reported. Come on. But that new AI is no joke. It sits in lives too. There's like a list of words that you can't say. If you say it, you're nerfed. Crazy. So you got to like really be careful what you say. You know what I mean? Because it's not like people have to report your comment. It gets flagged immediately because the thing is just constantly scanning shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I'm like, I didn't even, like, when I got the report, I sent it to her and I'm like, bro, really? And then I was like, that new AI ain't playing, dude. It ain't playing. And like, there's a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because I do think that certain language should be moderated, right? And the AI doesn't know that, like, I'm saying it sarcastically to, like, one of my good friends. Oh, Cali girl, it's wild. There's a lot of things I could say right now that I don't. You know what I mean? I'll tell you this, y'all. Outside of yesterday, I think I've laughed more in the last 3 days than I have in the last month. So, like, I'm grateful for those laughs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But, like, right, that's the crazy thing, right? Like, my brother, who is not straight, right, was sitting in the kitchen one day and he said something that I forgot. Thank you. He said something about, I forget what he said, but he is not straight. Right. It is all about the money these days. And like, it's crazy. But, and I picked it up and I got a ban. And I was like, and I sent it to my agent and I'm like, this is so crazy because like, it wasn't meant in a derogatory way at all in any way. And like, I'm really not like that. Like, I'm not like homophobic, racist. Like, that's just not how I am. It's going to be hard for me to do without the screenshot. Midnight. You know what I'm saying? I need, if I had it, I would be able to give it to somebody and they would be able to pick it out how it happened. You know what I mean? But without the screenshot, it's kind of difficult. But somebody's being a jerk, right? But I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying. And that's another thing. You know how many requests I just declined for battles? Like, I was, not that I was backed into a corner, but I accepted somebody that I'm real good with on New Year's Eve. That was the first battle and the last battle y'all will ever see me do. It is not something I do. And I was super uncomfortable during that live. And you could see that if you were there. You know that like I was not feeling it. You know what I mean? Good luck finds out because I get rid of one and another one shows up. Why is that? You know what I mean? It's so uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable for me. And like that one specifically, I like, so I'm real good with Terrence and Iggy, right? And it was New Year's Eve, so we were just like chilling. So I accepted them. But I've gotten like 3 requests since I've been live. And I forgot to check the time because I suck at life. But like, and I don't, right, I don't like it. And I did it. And then some dude was like super inappropriate with me. And Terrence was like, we're not doing that. If you're going to act like that. And my facial expressions had to be absolutely hilarious because if I don't say it, my face is going to tell you 1000% that I see it. It's just the craziest thing. Like I never, oh my God, it was awful. I'm actually pretty pale I'm actually pretty pale right now. But I'm working something. I'm going to take a break and bounce for a little bit. You know what I mean? I got him midnight. Because I need a break. I need a break. I put a pause on the Jessica Kent shit because I wanted to just like, you know what I mean? But I have no need, and that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't know if you were here, Cali girl. I feel like Paisley, right? I love Paisley. I love Paisley, but I do not want to see Hippie Holly. I just do not want to see anybody doing fuck shit because, right. And see, that's good for you, right? And Ashley has her cooking, but like, I'm not going to sit here live and write because I need to focus. You know what I mean? But like, I'm telling you, I need more than that. Cali girl, I definitely need more than that. I forgot that yesterday was a holiday. So get this. The day that my mom was taken off like any type of life-saving measures, right? I had COVID, right? My brother and my sister called and she was like, y'all need to figure out what you're doing because if you're coming, like, that they didn't expect my mom to live an hour, right? So my brother and I get in the car with COVID and we rush to the hospital. We get there and like my sister, and when we were pulling out of the driveway, I was like, should we take my sister's boyfriend? And my brother was like, no, if he was going to come, he would have come out. I was like, all right, bet. So I left. We drove. We get there. My sister, like an hour later, says he's going to take mommy's car and come up here. I'm like, all right, cool. But I don't know that the car's going to make it because my mom's car was in bad shape. He attempts to drive the car 45 minutes away. What do you think happens? Car dies on the parkway. So now we have to have the car towed from the parkway to the house. We did that. It cost like $300. Okay. We just got the check from the insurance company reimbursing us written in my mother's name. Right? So I'm like, what's the bank that drew the check? You know what I'm saying? Bank of America. Bet. Take the power of attorney to Bank of America and cash the check. Why not? So my sister goes, because the power of attorney has me, then her, right? My sister went and I'm like, she's like, should I just tell them you're in Florida? And I'm like, no, don't tell them that because if they don't cash the check, I'll go. So I'm like, just say that I'm not around, right? She goes to the bank. No, I have to be there. So now I have to go to the bank to try to cash the check. And I'm like, I do not know how I am going to get this house ready to sell because it's a lot. It's a lot of like, my mom has 50 years worth of shit. You know what I mean? Because she was absolutely a hoarder. Like, just keeps unnecessary shit. And like, I'm the type that like, if I don't see it for 6 months, in the garbage, right? Not my mom. Not my mom. So I have to get on that also, which is kind of why I took a back seat to the Jessica Kent. Oh my God, Kelly. How is your mom? Hey, JB. How are you? How is your mom, Kelly girl? I haven't. Oh, you know what? I think I did see. Oh, you posted the full Heard Round the World. I saw that. Recently, like a day or two ago. It's exhausting. And I've been texting, right? When I've been texting Official Brit because, her grandmother is on hospice. And like, I know how I was at that point in time. Like, I was just go, 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 go. Like the last, when I went to the hospital, the day, like my mom pulled all the machines and then she passed the next night, I didn't sleep. Like, it was like, so I know that like, I know people say take time for yourself, but you never do it. You just don't. You're just constantly on like go mode. You know what I mean? So I've been texting her like here and there just to be like, hey, I hope you're doing all right. And her grandmother, I love her grandmother. Like, I am team Nana, 1000%. And it's sad. Like, I think that even though it's coming, I don't think anything prepares you for actual, you know what I mean? Right. And like, that's another thing too, right? Like, I know I've said this before, like, I'm really good at compartmentalizing, right? Like, I can focus and ignore everything else. But that only works for so long, right? Like there comes a time where like you're overloaded and it just crashes. You follow me? And I knew that like if I just took a second to stop, I was not going to be able to focus, right? And I have my days now where I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I do really good at keeping myself busy, but like I think so. My mom's cat, find out, you could help me with this. My mother's cat just walks around yelling all day, all day, all day, all night. And I'll be like, are you good? Like, and so I'll call him, but like, it is the weirdest thing. He just walks around screaming all day. Right. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think that like, I don't know. I was talking to somebody and they were like, maybe your mom's there, and maybe she is, right? But the dogs think they're mine now. They don't leave my side. But the cat just walks around yelling big loud meows. I'm like, bro, are you good? But like I don't know how that shit works, but I think the cats are more in tune to things like that, no? Finn don't give a single fuck. Finn just walks around the house finning. You know what I mean? But I think that once I get back to Florida, I'll have all the time in the world to do that kind of therapy stuff, right? But for right now, I need to focus on getting this house done. And I feel really bad because like I was thinking about this yesterday. Like my siblings, right? My brother says he's going to go to North Carolina. They know that they could come to Florida with me. But my brother says he's going to go to North Carolina. My sister, my little sister is going to go with my middle sister in Philly, right? And I just feel bad because like my whole adult life, like my mom, like home, you know what I'm saying? Like I always had home. They're not going to have that. And I feel bad, but there's literally like, there's nothing I could do that like so like the deed will transfer, right, to us. But who's getting that mortgage? I've been unemployed for a year. Nobody's going to approve me for a mortgage. And we would be able to take equity out because my mother does have equity in the house, but we can't take equity out without somebody being able to get the mortgage. You follow me? So there's literally nothing we could do. And my sister, like I feel bad because my brother would have left anyway. My brother is like real free spirited and he just wants to go. Like he hates it here where my mom lives. It's kind of like a dead end place. And like, there's nothing here. You know what I mean? Right. That's the way it's going to have to be. It just sucks, because I always had like, when I was using, right, and I left my house in New York, my mom, like I stayed in my mom's house for weeks. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just like they won't have that, and it sucks. Like, yeah, of course they could always come with me, but it still sucks. And also like my sister has to get a high school diploma. Like, right, like I always had my mom to fall back on. You know what I mean? And it just sucks, I talked to my my brother and I have always been like super close. Like when I lived here, he practically lived at my house before I went to Florida. But like there's quite literally nothing I could do. It just is what it is, And what could I do? So what I could do is like once the house sells, they'll have money, but really, how long is that going to last when you're paying rent? Because rent in Philly is going to be really high. And yeah, my sisters could move in together. But the animals alone, like most places require like pet rent, pet deposit. You know what I'm saying? And you have the German Shepherd, you have the Chihuahua, the cat, then you have 6 lizards. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. And especially like in Philly, that's going to be 25, $3,000 a month. So the money that you get from selling the house is going to go real fast, But they're excited because they get back to work this week. I think they said Saturday. They the restaurant was doing some like renovations, so they'll be back on Saturday. They will, you know what I mean? They absolutely will. And that's so that my mom and I had that conversation, right? Because my mom was, obviously super worried about them. Not really me. Like, I'm a grown woman. I could get my own, like, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But the kids, and I told her, like, I'm like, Ma, you had me at 16. You know what I'm saying? You had no choice. You figured it out. That's what's going to happen to them. It's like sink or swim. You can either make moves or you could become a victim of circumstance. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like being a victim, you know? Granted, they're not me, and they're much younger than me, and mentally way younger than me, but they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. What was I going to do? I'm going to text you now, so that way I remember. You know what? I could just send you a screen recording and you'll get it. Right? Like that's, well, I don't want to say never, because there certainly were times in my life that I felt that way, right? But just my own personal experience, I think that that I like the other side much better, right? Because I'm a little bit of a control freak. Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I find that it's much different on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And people that constantly make themselves like a victim, I just don't understand it. Like, because don't you want to be stronger than that? I don't know about y'all, but I do. So like, I just refuse. And that's just what it comes down to, really, you know? I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my other pages. I sent you a screen recording so you have context. Because listen, me neither. Like, but don't get me wrong, that didn't come easily, right? Because for a long time, is it blurry? If it is, I'll upload it to Dropbox and get you a link. There are certainly times in my life that like I used situations as a crutch to like continue doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I find that the other side of that is so much more like, I don't want nobody to have power over me. And that might be like my control issues, you know what I'm saying? 1000%, like 1000%. However, it's the reality of it. Period. You know what I mean? And I'm good with it. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I see nobody's in here making fun of my, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's coming out the right way. I got you. I don't know if it's coming out the right way, but like, I know that like my mentality certainly, are we on Facebook? I don't think I do, right? I think that being on both sides, right? Right. And that too, right? Well, listen. Listen to me. We all know that there is somebody that likes to throw shit in my face, right? However, the full picture of things are quite different than the narrative that is said. Does that make sense? Because I really try to tell y'all the facts without giving certain people attention. You know what I mean? I already have a Dropbox for you. I'll just, that's going to be too full. Hold on. That's just how I feel about it. And don't get me wrong, like there's a million things that I could find myself to be a victim of. Quite literally a million. But I just refuse. And I know, I get it, everybody's different. But I just find for me, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm working on it, finds out. I'm going to upload and then I'll share the folder. I just got to find it. What is everybody doing today? I'm tired, y'all. I'm doing it right now. I'm going to send it to your, same for brown eyes. And that's one of the reasons, I don't know if you were here. Oh, that sounds good. I don't know if you were here when I said like, I love my people, right? But there's things coming up on my FYP that like I just really don't want. I really don't want to be a part of. So like, if you see me in your views and I'm not interacting, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I just don't want to see it. Right? Because I see the fuck shit and then I have a really hard time keeping my mouth shut, and I'm really trying to do me. I just want to do me. I don't want to do what you got to do. I don't care what you're doing over there. Just leave it over there. You follow me? But if I see it, it's really hard for me to not react, you know? Self-awareness is key around these parts, you know? And too many people are not really self-aware. And I don't even know who Hippie Holly is, what her deal is, but I know I see too much of her. I know I see too much of her, and I just don't want to. Try that. How are you, Nikki? I'm gonna put y'all down. Can you hear me? I can't do it. I can't do it. It drives me crazy. I do need to think. So this spot on my arm, I'm going to put something for my mom, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I have an idea, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I finally did get the anxiety meds. So there's that. I really don't think they're making a difference, but the doctor told me to take half first. And so I've been doing that, and I don't really notice a difference. So I guess I'm going to have to play with it a little. You know what I mean? And y'all would be so proud of me because somebody said, I think I talked to you. Hi, Steffi. I think I talked to you about this, find out. Somebody sent me a couple of videos the other day and were showing me a situation, right? And I was like, nope, not my problem, right? Like, I love it. I love her, but it ain't my problem, right? Because I'm staying in my own lane these days. My own lane. I know. Hi, Steffi. How are you? I know, but find out, I'm afraid it's going to make me sleepy. That's the problem. And I've been on this medication before, but never this high a dose because it doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm afraid to take all of it. I'm just afraid. Right? Oh, maybe, but I don't have no time for that. I really don't. I have no time to be tired. Because let me tell you something. My mother's entire attic is full. Okay? My mother's garage, full. And I'm going to have to find a way to condense it all. Right? No, Callie girl, I think I'm going to take a break. I think I'm going to take a break, like, and go somewhere. I know I talked about it before, but I think that, well, I know I'm most likely going to Chia Choice in April, but I need something to do before that because the other day, like, I felt myself reaching my limit, right? I am not looking forward to it. I'm telling you. And like, it's one of those situations. Let me just give you this, right? When we were going through pictures to try to make the poster boards and stuff for like her celebration of life, we went through them. I separated the pictures. Then I had this idea, let me separate the pictures to by decade, right? And separate pictures that we'll give to my aunt, to my uncle, to my cousins, that I'll take, my sisters will have. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't even finished. I still have a whole bin of pictures to go through. Okay. And it's just sitting in the living room for like a month and a half. I did half of it. And like, I was going through them separate because I'm the only one that could do that. My siblings don't know. You know what I mean? When we were going through the pictures to like put on the poster boards, you know how many times I had to answer who's this or what's this from? Because like, my mom and I grew up together. You know what I mean? Like, she had me at 16. Listen, I don't know if you were here when I talked about a 5-foot brown eyes. I found a letter that my mom wrote my grandmother when she was pregnant with me. Okay? And it was the weirdest thing. It was maybe like, I want to say maybe 3, 4 days after she passed, right? And it was actually in my grandmother's bin that my mom had of photos, right? And I was going through it. My grandmother has this big photo album where she kept, oh, you got to be kidding me. Wish me luck, and I will get back to y'all.
Hey,
What's up?
doing?
What's up?
I'm gonna look to see if I